This is a past example question on equation of a circle. So this is question 11. A circle C1 has the equation x squared plus y squared minus 12x plus 4y plus 20 equals 0. So parts A and B say to find the coordinates of the centre of C1 and find the radius of C1. Although they're two separate parts, we have to do it all together to find the answers to both. Okay, so this is the equation of a circle, but it's not in the format we want it to be. So what we need to do is to complete the square for the question. So I've just reordered the x squared with the minus 12x and the y squared with the plus 4y and put the 20 on the other side to make minus 20. So the x squared minus 12x turns into x minus 6 squared minus 36, and the y squared plus 4y becomes y plus 2 squared minus 4. Again, that's from core 1. Okay, minus 36 and minus 4 give us minus 40. And when we add the minus 40 across, then we get x minus 6 squared plus y and plus 2 squared equals 20. Okay, so now we can answer part A and part B. The centre of the circle will be 6 minus 2. And the radius is the square root of 20. Okay, so part C. The circle C1 cuts the x-axis at the points A and B. Find an equation of the circle C2 which has the diameter of AB. Okay, so let's just deal with the first bit. Circle C1 cuts the x-axis at the points AB. So anything that crosses the x-axis will happen when y equals to 0. So I'm going to use their original equation, just in case I made a mistake in my second one. I didn't, but in exam conditions you may do, so always use the original equation where possible. So I'm going to substitute in y equals 0 into this equation. So that will give me x squared plus 0 squared minus 12x plus 4 times 0 plus 20 equals 4. Well, 0 squared is 0 and 4 times 0 is 0 as well. So that gives me x squared minus 12x plus 20. Now we have a quadratic, so let's use the skills from core 1 to solve that. So we can factorise this into x minus 10, x minus 2 equals 0. So that means that either x equals 10 or x equals 2. Now, we know that A therefore is 2, 0 and B is 10, 0 because we substituted in y is 0 and got the answers x equals 2 and x equals 10. At this point, it might be useful just to sketch a small diagram. I think diagrams for circle equation questions are really useful anyway. It just helps you see what they're asking you. So you can see the green circle is circle 1 and that passes through 2, 0 and 10, 0. But now we have a new circle that has the diameter of those 2 points. So if the diameter is that 2 points, then we need to find the length between those 2 points and the midpoint. Well, the diameter, the length between 2 and 10 is 8. If it wasn't the axis, we would have to do Pythagoras' theorem, but we just need to find the diameter between like a straight line. We can just take the two values from each other. So 10 minus 2 gives you a diameter of 8. That means the radius of that circle is 4. So now we need to find the midpoint. Well, the midpoint between 2 and 10 is 6, because 10 plus 2 is 12, divided by 2 is 6. So now we can substitute this information into the equation of a circle to give us x minus 6 all squared plus what would be y minus 0 squared, but that's just y squared, equals 16.